It's been 1 year since you looked at me, 1 year since you said you're sorry, and ultimately 1 year since Microsoft and Sony launched onto the market and delivered us the next-gen consoles. So let's take a look back over how Microsoft and Sony have done this year. Certainly I don't think anyone would disagree with me that Microsoft did not have a good start. Their new console burst onto the market and then fell flat. It wasn't just the price point, which wasn't helped by the Kinect bundle in the box, but it was just the general way they went about their marketing. None of it really caught on, and all Sony had to do was sit back and let Microsoft mess up. Sony, on the other hand, pretty much just coasted through its first few months on the market. The games were reasonably unremarkable, Killzone being the highlight there. Microsoft, on the other hand, had a few worthy titles. Killer Instinct, for instance, was great fun. But both companies really coasted through the first 6 months of the new console release cycle. No games really hit above their weight. It was all really just a case of hang on and have some free indie games while we kind of sort this out. But coming into Christmas 2014, both companies came roaring out of the gate. Both companies really wanted to show that they had what gamers wanted. Unfortunately, in my opinion, Sony messed up. They basically threw away Christmas 2014, not only with a poor system update which rendered consoles useless, but launching Drive Club in a state that could best be described as beta and unfinished. Microsoft took heed that Kinect had to go, and they had to reduce that price point to compete with Sony. Those changes, whilst welcomed by pretty much everybody, didn't exactly ignite sales under the Xbox One initially. That has all changed coming into the Christmas selling season, and Microsoft is starting to catch up. Sony dropped the ball again by saying that EA's Vault wasn't great value for money, but actually it's turned out for Xbox One to be incredible value for money. Not only have we had a handful of free Electronic Arts games to simply play through, just like Battlefield 4, but we've also had 5-day early head starts on new games coming out this Christmas. It makes Sony look positively mean by not allowing EA to launch the Vault service on the PlayStation Network. Microsoft, on the other hand, looks like it loves gamers by giving them free games for $5 a month, or less if you bought a year in advance. Both consoles have had their fair share of technical problems. Microsoft's black screen of death still reverberates around the console from time to time. Sony, on the other hand, simply cannot produce a controller where the rubber doesn't fall off or the controller breaks after a short time. Both companies come into Christmas with a very strong hand. For those users who bought a PlayStation 4 last year, Xbox One may very well find itself under their Christmas tree. For those who have yet to make the decision, Sony most certainly offers good value for money, but what Microsoft are starting to offer looks like a really solid entertainment package for the family. Both companies are approaching the idea of the next-gen console slightly differently, and both companies have stumbled at different parts throughout this year. But coming into this Christmas selling season, I can confidently say one thing and one thing only. It doesn't matter which console you're playing on this Christmas, you're gonna have a fantastic time with a wealth of really great games, both cross-platform and first-party. This has not been the best launch I've seen for a next-generation console. This year has certainly been marred by a fair amount of quality assurance problems for both companies. But they seem to be getting their act together, and even after all of those stumbles, we can confidently say these consoles are fantastic, and whichever console you end up buying, or even if you have both of them, you're going to have a great fun time. 2015 is looking like a fantastic year for the next-gen consoles. Let's just hope the quality assurance can hold up to deliver on that promise. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and Twitch, and do please like and comment on these videos as well. We love to chat. We're 100% independent. Help keep us that way. Become a patron on Patreon and support us with $1 a month to help keep us 100% independent. An honest opinion direct from the UK. All patrons are entered into our monthly prize draw to win items from our review bag. And once again, thanks for watching.